Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hey, finishing feeding in the morning here. Cows are coming out from getting milk. Got the bunks about full. These are the ones that are already done. Burrowing right into this feed bunk. I got that feed bunk full. I'm gonna finish filling this one up. Look at her, she's just chilling. She's at the end of this bunk eating them little grinds, some fine grinds. That's the real good stuff. She knows what she's doing. This bunk's full. Yeah, it hasn't really warmed up a ton here in Michigan. We did our initial field work, but we're still waiting because it's getting cold. Down into the 20s, mid-20s last night. Ended up getting Big Johnny out. This is our other big horse. Triples put on it. As seen before, we like to keep the power to the field. Got a shroud put on that exhaust. Look at that. Got that out of a junkyard. That's out of a 1987 Kenworth. Really dresses that up nice, don't it? Put the tip on it. So this is 400 some horse triples all the way around. It's a nice clean tractor. These are older tractors. I mean, this is from the early 2000s, I think. Inside wheel weights. This was that disc we bought. I showed you a video on it. Check these out. Look at that. Look at them disc plates. Oh, buddy. So she's ready to go. We're actually gonna bring this around, unfold it, and check it over. We haven't checked it over yet, really. Dad just brought it home. It was about a 5-hour drive. Pulling this home, had to take the back roads, but older disc, but it looks like it's either been rebuilt or, I mean, look at them. Everything's tight, you know, it's what you want. So he's got it here. We're fueling up, and supposed to actually have some rain coming in. So I don't know how much we're gonna get done. We're still getting everything ready, but we'll see what happens today. Well, that rain ended up going south of us. So we checked that disc over, hooked Dad up to the color packer. As you can see, we made it to the field. He's out there with that tripled up 9400. Look at the soil we got here. That is like, oh, you call that potato dirt? That is some light ground. Believe it or not, this is like a gravel pit up here. It's off M53. We got this barn here. It's got the American flag on it. Look at the cupola on that baby. So he's trying to till this up. He's disking it down because it's really rocky up and through here. And we don't want him to pull any of them rocks up. He's pulling a color packer to push some down if some come up. We've had this probably 8-9 years. When we bought it, it had a fence row going right down the middle of it. And we tore that out. Got a tile running through it too, crosses the road. But drains real well, non-tile. The way that the land lays, about 40 acres, comes with that woods. So let's get up in the air and check that big girl out. Let's go. Back at the farm. Yeah, Dad was really tearing that up. We're going to try to get that planted. That was corn last year. We're going for beans on it this year. Try to rotate. Looks good. Hopefully the rain holds off. Checking in on these heifers. Just clean this pen. Looking good. They're all happy. Very calm. So we're going to try to put that bean field in. That's usually our first field of beans, or our first field we do besides the main fields right out here for our silage corn. Get that it's just dry. It's just the first one dry. So try to get that in, maybe get that hooked up later today and try to plant it tomorrow if the weather holds off. Got the corn planter out, and so we'll get the 8400 hooked up to this. We had to pull it out with a different tractor. I'll go around here and I'll show you. Got some new parts. I'll probably show you working on that. These are fertilizer coulters. We're gonna replace some of these. They're getting kind of small. But other than that, older Kinsey planter, but it's been a good one for us. 16 row. Try to get another year or two out of it. Maybe just one, and then we'll do the old machinery flop on this too. You know, it's in good shape, but always try to keep moving forward with this equipment. So let's head over in the barnyard and check them out one more time. I opened up this little pasture field here. Okay, so they've been going out here, dried up pretty good. So this is just a little lot that we let them lay down and come out, and I'll drag this over every other day, because you'll see cow patties everywhere down here. Don't want them laying in it, but this is some rich soil from them just from all their manure, and then I'll work it in. It becomes like black topsoil. It's like gunpowder. I mean, you almost have to mix sand with it if you want to plant any flowers with it. So I've got them in here. It just keeps them gives them a break from the concrete, makes it easier on their feet, which is always a plus. It's like us going home at night, putting slippers on, or taking our shoes and socks off and kicking our feet up. Get them off this concrete, get them on some of that fresh dirt. Does a couple things, does that, and been on there a couple days, you're saving a half a spreader load of manure. So I'm only coming in here once a day now, instead of 2 loads being here, 1 load of spreader loads. So you're saving time, fuel, money. Manure's out there, I'll work it in. People need topsoil or anything for their gardens and things, they'll stop in, or my brothers and stuff. If we're doing a project at home, we'll scoop into that. And it's, you know, you don't have to buy topsoil. We got the whole yard full of it. So let me get this finished up, and we'll move forward. Might have a guy coming to buy this 2-bottom plow. Dad picked this up a while back, a couple years ago, I think, and we had it all checked over. I painted around the tag. It's a Dearborn. A lot of these were made. Try to sell that today. Made a deal on this baler, John Deere 569 Mega Wide Plus. Traded it in. Tri-County Equipment in Marlette. We've got a brand new one coming. This baler here, we never really sell these. We usually buy our balers new. It's one of the handful of things we buy new, and it's a baler, because we take putting up our feed very seriously, and we don't have time to be messing around. This has only got 5,000 bales ran through it, I think. It was at that point where you're going to get the most for it if you trade it in now. That's usually when we trade them in. So I'll see if they drop a new one off. It's supposed to be coming, so, but yeah, that's a gem. That's going to make someone a good baler, but we got a brand new one coming, and we'll look over it when it comes and see how much they've changed them and all. But as far as that goes, pretty excited about that. Let's check on what's going on here in the shop. Army work truck, back end. Dad added some tow hooks on it. Different grill. Didn't like the original grill in it. Didn't like the way it looked. It was getting kind of ratty. Pulled the seat out of it. Installed, it's kind of dark in here. Installed all new rubber in here. Pulled the other one out. It was all rotted. He's going to end up fixing the seat. Painted the cab up here. Just doing some finishing touches on it while you got time, while we're not quite farming yet in the fields. Greg built a little tailgate for it. This comes off and on, just so when we have stuff back here, nothing slides out. There's the grill. He didn't like the grill. Fuel tank added. Diesel tank. So this is going to be our new field truck, work truck, fuel truck. 65 Ford Galaxy. This is Dad's Sunday Cruiser, convertible. She's really shining. Look at that car. He picked this one up. See, he's got a knack for finishing other people's projects. You know, when you've dealt with cars as long as he has, people you're known for having hot rods. When someone runs into a pinch or they need to get rid of something that needs a lot more work to get done, they run out of money, something, he'll pick them up. Someone came to him on this car. It didn't look like this. Wasn't painted like this, but he ended up buying it off the guy, helped him out, and put the wheels on it. He just redid it a little bit. This is the only convertible he's got, I think. This is his Sunday Cruiser. Gets in there with Mom, and they go all over. It's a Galaxy 500. Mostly original. I mean, as you can see, pretty clean. Let's see what we got. Is this horn work? Oh, I hear something in the front. Key must have to be in it. So I just wanted to show you that. That's what's going on in the shop. And there's the original plate he's got on it. That's street legal here in Michigan. They'll let you put tabs and plate that one time. So I guess we'll keep moving, see what's going on out here. Good thing I got up here was this 10-foot disc. I showed you that in the last video. I got that 8-footer done and painted. Tightened up the two front gangs, they were loose. This cylinder hasn't worked or been used. I got it up. I got it in transport. All I got left to do now is paint it. I'll paint it and then I'll list it, and should be good to go. Another one for sale. 2-bottom plow I showed you earlier is gone. When I was at the field, the guy called me, had one of my brothers come load him up. He took that. Another 2-bottom plow down. I think I got 2 or 3 more of them. I'll get advertised. The new baler didn't come. That's gonna have to be it's enough fun for one day. That's all right, enough excitement. That'll be a future video. So they said this week, it's been this week, I ain't here yet. So what are you gonna do? Well, I'm glad you got to see Dad tear some dirt up with that 9400 tripled out. That's pretty cool. You're gonna see that a lot more. That's just the first soybean field, smaller one. Cows are hanging out, getting ready to lock them back into milk. It's been a pretty eventful day, pretty eventful week. Everything's been going pretty good, a lot better than last year so far. So appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. We've been on a pretty good subscription clip here of late. Like to keep it going, stick around for a while, and be a lot more to come. So on that note, have a good day and see you in the next video. Thanks.